And no bucket. Well, welcome back. In this episode, I want to head to the Tombs of a Masket. Now, there are two main things I want from Tombs of a Masket, and luckily for me, they're actually common items. I want the Dragon Med Helm, two of them actually. They are both used for stash units, one for an elite stash and one for a master stash. And luckily for me, the Tombs of a Masket drops multiple Dragon Med Helms with a single drop, so I just need to roll the table once for them, and I'll be able to fill both stashes. The second drop I want from Tombs of a Masket are Dragon Stones. I got 85 construction last episode, which means I can +3 boost with the Crystal Saw, in addition to a +3 boost from T or anything else, and I can upgrade my fancy jewelry box into an ornate jewelry box, which has Amulets of Glory and Ring of Wealth teleports on it. I already have a Glory in my house, but this would be more convenient, and Ring of Wealth is also pretty nice, so that would be great to get. Also, a lot of stashes require Dragonstone jewelry. So those are the two main things I need, and I only need a single drop of both of them, luckily for me, even on low invocation raids. Now, in addition to those two drops, there are also some rarer drops that would also be nice to get. The main ones that come to mind are the blue gem for the Keras Partisan. It's a really good weapon for Calphite Queen, and I need to do Calphite Queen to get a dragon chain body, and also Calphite Queen's a good place to get a dragon pickaxe, so that would be a pretty nice item to get to help that grind. So that's the main goal. I'll probably be doing low level invocations considering my gear's not that bad, but it's also not great and my inventory is kind of scuffed. So this could be a pretty quick grind. I mean, I could technically finish it on the first drop, so I guess we'll see. Now, the thing is, I have a pretty good ranged weapon, pretty good melee weapon, but I don't really have a magic weapon. Last time I came here, I used Ivan Blast, which wasn't that good. I was pretty happy to leave quite early. But this time I have access to slightly better weaponry considering I have Slayer now. Now, I'm not going to go for a Trident of the Seas nor Trident of the Swamp. I actually can't even get a Trident of the Seas yet. You need 87 Slayer for that. But there's a pretty good, albeit weaker, alternative. The Warped Scepter. A pretty new item, but it's basically a Trident but worse. So the Warped Scepter is a 1 in 320 from Warped Terrorbirds or Tortoises. Terrorbirds seem to have lower HP, so I guess I'll go for those. Small issue, I bagged my prayer potions. I think I'll just use restores though, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I probably won't be there for too long. Oh, and I guess I'll gear up in a little more serious of a set. The Bando's Cloak is gonna go in the chest. If I want to take it out, I'll have to get all the vestments, so hopefully that won't be too difficult. And I think I'll get rid of the Twitcher's gloves. I don't think I'll be woodcutting anytime soon, and if I am, I guess I can just reobtain them. And I can finally use some Barrow's gloves, so that's pretty nice. Oh, and apparently I need earmuffs and some crystal chimes. So now to get to the Terrorbirds, I just take the Spirit Tree to the Poison Waste, and it's somewhere around here. Well, I guess here I'll be. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, but even if it does, it won't be that bad. It's a pretty low drop rate. I'm not sure where the best place to fight these is, but it probably doesn't matter anyway. Well, I'll be back when I get the item. Hopefully it won't take too long. Oh, there we go. It took 258 birds for this, so a bit under rate, which means we are ready to take on the Tombs of a Masket. Well, I actually need to buy some Chaos Runes to charge that. Now, this can hold 20,000 charges, which is probably a bit much, so I'll just go with 1,750. Just need some Earth Runes as well, and that should be enough. There we go. Honestly, a pretty cool weapon, even though it is a bit weak. So now time to put my gear together. I'll see what I can scrounge up. Okay, so this is my range setup. Not too bad. Using the infernal cape since I don't need to save ammo. And this is where it goes a little downhill. Here's my melee setup. Not too bad. I'm using the Slayer helm since I need to take the defender out of the stash unit anyway. Now this is my magic setup. Probably a bit behind the times, but it should work. It should be better than my previous setup that I've done 52 TOA with, so there is that. On the bright side, lots of inventory space. Surprisingly so, I thought I'd have a lot less. So that's pretty good. Well, 250 is what I last did, so I guess let's try that. Okay, well, definitely learned some things from that. One of them being that I should probably just lower the invocation. It's definitely doable as is, if I just play a bit better, but I could also just lower the invocation. I don't need to even be doing 250s. I could very easily just lower it down to 150 and still get the Dragon Med Helms and Dragon Stones. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be a very, very chill raid. So that should be nice. Nice, that was not difficult at all. So yeah, it looks like 150 is definitely the way to go. No purple as expected, but we might be able to finish this entire goal in one chest. Okay, well, no, we didn't, but I guess an elite is always nice. I'll just alch the blood essences. Don't plan on using them anytime soon. Oh, I should get a dragon dagger. Don't know what that's for. I definitely don't feel like I deserved an elite combat task from that. I believe I got an elite from completing a story mode TOB, so I think they give those out pretty easily. And for the next chest, ooh, nice. There's the dragon stones done. Now I just need the Dragon Med Helms. Alright, another KC. Well, some death runes. There's another one. And some more runes. There we go. A bit scuffed, but that shouldn't change the chance of getting the Dragon Med Helms. Wow, more Dragon Stones. Not that I needed them. And more Death Runes. Not that I needed them. Another Elite as well. Alright. Another KC. Another Elite. Well, Elites are always fun to get. Another KC. And yeah, not yet. More sharks though. I'll keep those. And another KC. And well, small issue. This is the gem to push invocation levels, not the Calphite Queen gem. So this is really good to farm TOA, but not good for me right now. So I guess I'll just alch it. Oh, that is unfortunate though, because these jewels have duplicate protection, but only for the first one. So if I hunt this again for raids later, it could take a long time to get, but I'll have to take that risk. At least it's some money. Another KC. And the loot is not bad, but not what it needed. Snapdragon seeds are always nice. There's another up to 62, and more dragon stones. Well, definitely don't need them, but fair enough. If you couldn't already tell, these raids are really chill, which is nice. Another completion, and that's a gem used in large teams, I believe, so it's useless to me. It does mean the next gem I get is the blue one though, but not bad. I guess it's an alch as well. Oh, right, not here. And more death runes. Good for bursting. Also, you can drink the ambrosia at the end of the raid and keep the anti-poison into the next raid. Nice, another one. Nice, there we go. Those are the Dragon Med Helms I needed, even an extra, just in case I lose one, because I need to go to the wilderness to make a stash. Alright, well that's TOA done. So now on to the aftermath, which is going to be making the 2 stashes and upgrading my house a bit. I can put some of this stuff back though, clear out some inventory spaces, and here's the Dragon Battle Axe rebought, since I alked it for space. Ooh, and a genie. Man, it is my lucky day. So the easier stash to make is by far the elite one. So I'll quickly make that. I have Barrow's Gloves, a Dragon Med Helm, and I just need to make a Glory quickly, which should be very easy with these Dragon Stones. And here is the Dragonstone amulet made, and there's a Glory. And here is the first stash, built and filled. Just one more to go, but that'll take a bit more work. Well, one of the items I need for this stash is a Brine Saber, which you get from Brine Rats. I don't even know if I need restores against this. Honestly, maybe I just bring my Manta Rays instead, but I'll test it out. And here we are. These are what I need to farm. They kind of look like moles, but they... oh, huh. Well, that's a medium task in the Firminic area. They don't have very much HP, but the drop is a 1 in 512, so it still might take a little while. More chill than TOA though. Oh, well, there it is. Hopefully I don't lose it trying to build the stash. The stash is located pretty deep in the wilderness, so it is a possibility I lose it. The next most difficult item to get is the Toxcat Zil. It's an obsidian shield. Shouldn't be too difficult to get though. I just need to buy some chaos runes and sell them to Tsar shop. So I just sell runes here. That's less than half the Tokkul I need, so I'll need to get some more money. And that's enough Tokkul. I guess the rest of the chaos runes I can just put in my warped scepter. Now where do I buy this? Here we go. There is the obsidian shield. And here's another glory. Now the simplest item to get, the rune plate body. There we go. So that's everything to fill the stash. Now I think what I'll do is I'll get the blank sand, gold leaf, and all the stuff required to make the stash after I death pile, because I want to bring some brews with me, just in case. I really want to make sure I'm prepared, at least a little bit, for if I get hit. Oh, well, oops, I drank a dose of restore. Well, on to the second phase of preparation. Oh, what? Did I pick up the warp scepter? Oh my goodness, do we risk the warp scepter? I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. At least with a magic weapon, my freeze chance is higher. Quick final check of risk on death. As to be expected, it's kind of high because of the clue items, but here we go. There we go. Okay, I still have this staff on me. I should probably hide that. Oh, and we're out. Those are both of the Dragon Med Helm stashes built. That means we can elk this final Dragon Med Helm. Hopefully I don't ever lose that wilderness stash. If I get attacked, I should be able to just put the stuff back, right? Well, there is one more stash unit I should be able to make pretty simply, and that is the Death Tiara, Cape of Legends, Ring of Wealth stash. The reason I want to make this now is I just got the Dragon Stones, and the Death Tiara shouldn't be too difficult to get since I have Guardians of the Rift points saved up. You can either get the Death Talisman from this, or from 80 pearls you can buy it from this shop right here. So hopefully this doesn't take too many searches, but oh, good start. Good continuation. There we go. Enough pearls and some runes. Nice. What did he just do? Oh, here we go. There's the Death Tiara, and here's the stash. Another stash. Not too bad. Oh, I shouldn't have destroyed that. Because the levels I got actually allow me to upgrade my house a bit, which should be really nice considering how important a house is for any account really, but especially in Ultimate. However, for this upgrading of my house, well, first of all, I'll need some money. I'll just take a solid 15 mil just in case. And another thing I need is inventory space. Specifically, the ornate jewelry box requires 8 rings of wealth and 8 amulets of glory, which I don't have the space for. Luckily though, none of this should be dangerous unless a shelf falls on me or something. Maybe I should watch out for that. We can get some gold bars from the blast furnace, and I'll just take 16. I should be able to, well, okay, wait, that looks a bit more packed than I expected. Man, I'm gonna miss using this glory. Maybe, I don't know if I will actually. It's a little out of the way. Alright, that should be everything. Now I just need to enchant all this jewelry. Oh, hold on. Do I need to charge these? Well, I'm gonna see if I can upgrade the box without charging them. And that's a +3. Yeah, okay. That's awkward. Alright, I'm gonna pull an old trick and hope nobody notices. I'll put this jewelry on a table, and items on tables last for about 15 minutes. They become visible to other people though, but I'll take my chances. I'll try to be quick about this. Well, hopefully these are still here. Yeah, okay, whew. They are. Alright, good so far. Nice, okay. No eternal glories, but I got everything I needed, so that wasn't too bad. Now I should be able to just do the upgrade. Here we go. That is the fully upgraded jewelry box. Man, that looks really nice to finally have. Should have gotten it earlier, but I'll go reclaim items now. Well, now we can fully admire the ornate jewelry box. Honestly, I was getting by fine without it. Where does this even go? Oh, most of these teleports you can get from other places, like miscellaneous. There's a fairy ring, Grand Exchange, the Spirit Tree, or just the teleport from the Medium Diary, Falador Park, Falador. It is nicer though. And of course I had the Mounted Glory back there, but this is going to be more convenient, so glad I got it. Now there are just a few more upgrades I want to get. I think the first thing I'll go for is the Crystalline Portal Nexus, because I need the +4 boost for that. I wonder if I have any spices left over. Oh, I do. That's 3 boosts. I'll go get some stews then. The first boost attempt, I need 89. Oh, nice. There we go. So this actually stores up to 31 teleports, which might be all of them, instead of 9, which is really, really big. The limiting factor is probably going to end up being my runes though. I only have 5,000, and it costs 1,000 times the teleport cost to put them in there. But here's the marble cape rack as well. This has no limit on the amount of accomplishment capes to store, so should be really nice for when I get some more 99s. Now, I do need to death storage because I need some inventory space, and I need to get these death runes and soul runes out of here. But before I death storage, I need to buy some astral runes for getting the occult altar. So I'll just hop around and buy all the shops. There we go. 10,000. I also need a lunar signet, so I'll get that here. Now off to Hespori. Now I need a boost for my herblore to make the anti-venoms to be able to make the ornate rejuvenation pool, so I'll get a Golovanova fruit top to be able to make a botanical pie. There we go, that wasn't too long. Now I just need to make these. Alright, so here we go. Those are the 10 anti-venoms I need. Well, should be just in time, and there we go. That is super nice. In order to regen my health, I've always had to either run to the Ferox pool or try to utilize some weird fairy ring mechanics, but now I just have a pool here. Now, I no longer require the mounted glory since I have the upgraded jewelry box, so I can remove it and put a mythical cape here for the teleports. So that's an additional teleport I have. And related to capes, I can build a cape hanger here, which I don't think will be too useful now, but you can put capes on here, and I believe you can utilize the teleports of them. Oh, yeah. So that'll be more useful if I get some more capes. But now for the main edition, I need to get some tea. And can I drink this without milk? Oh, I didn't need milk. Well, there is the occult altar. This will be so nice for getting on any spellbook I need. I already had ancients, but anytime I need lunars or archaeus, I'll be able to get to them now. Well, I can also buy some runes to make use of my new crystalline portal nexus. I want to get the Draenor Manor teleport so I can easily get a locator orb, and the Civitas Illa Fortis teleport just to get back there in case I need to. Takes a bit of runes, and I don't have too many laws, sadly. If I had more, I'd get a lot more teleports, but there we go. Some more teleports to use, which should help me in the long run. Now, I did notice something, and what I noticed is I could upgrade this room a bit, and it requires quite a lot of inventory space, so I figure I might as well do it while I have the space. Well, here's the boss lair. Nothing to put in it, so it's just an empty cube, but it's my empty cube. And here is the Gilded Adventure log, and here is the quest list. Didn't need any of that, but it feels a lot more homey in here now, so that's good. Now I really am in the renovation mood right now, which makes me want to redirect some of these portals here. So Salve Graveyard, I originally had this portal to be able to use a fairy ring because it's really close to a fairy ring, but now I have that in my house. I've had that for a while actually. Now a better teleport is the Korill teleport, which I first of all need for a diary, and second of all it's right here, which is pretty close to a medium stash, and I mean that's about it pretty much. Maybe I'll put it in my portal nexus eventually, but I don't have those kind of runes on me. And now one issue I run into when doing wilderness steps is I can't easily get to some places. I need the Gorok and Anakarl teleports. Sometimes I buy the tabs from the LMS shop, but if I put these in my house, this covers a decent amount of space in the deep wilderness, so I think I'll use these portals here. Now I need some water runes for that though, but it seems a bit dangerous to have wilderness teleports in your house. So my answer to that is to put these teleports in my house and then make the room inaccessible. So those portals are there, and if I ever am doing wilderness steps, I'll turn the room to enter it, but for now it's the forbidden room, which I won't be entering. So wow, I really upgraded my house. This should be super nice. I haven't been using a lot of these different spellbooks, but if the case ever comes up, it's going to be so nice to just be able to use it. And once I get my hands on some more runes, the portal nexus is going to be super nice to be able to put all those in. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. I ended up getting the Dragon Med Helms and filling both stashes that require them. I also got some dragon stones and ended up upgrading my house quite a bit, which should be really nice. These upgrades are really long overdue, but better late than never. Well, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.